Hey gang, Sean here. I want to start off this video with this little insert video right now that kind of let you know what's going on here. So we've been looking for property for a long time, and I'm going to do a video later on kind of the process and just kind of piecing together the videos that I've shared before where we were out exploring properties and kind of how that all came about. But this particular video that you're about ready to see was the day we were heading out to look at the property that we had a potential, accepted offer on. And but I didn't know whether it was going to go through or not. I wasn't quite sure, so I'm kind of cryptic in some of that. I want to go on, I'll go into some details later on. But today that this video post is the day that we actually closed on this property. And so I'm going to share right now what that initial reaction was when we visited the property, and then I'll later on I'll post another video that kind of talks a little bit more in depth with how long this has been going on, what we've been doing to do this, and all those good things. I got a lot of videos queued up right now just because we've been doing a lot of this back end stuff that none of you guys have known about. So I have a ton of videos to still put out, but life at work has been busy. We're either working or we're traveling, and so video editing is taking some time to do. So I'm trying to get back on a really good cadence with it, but it's challenging with just the amount of things we got going on. So right now, let's go turn it over to the video that I'm talking about, the day we actually see our future property that we just acquired, and I can't wait to tell you what we're going to do with it. It's so fun. Dun dun dun! Sean and Don here.
Sean and Don.
We are off on such a fun adventure right now. So this is going to be multiple videos because we're gone for how many nights?
9?
9 nights.
It's like 10 days.
And so right now we're heading out to the coast. And I'm going to tell you something because I'm thinking by the time the video goes out, something will happen. If not, I'll just bleep this out. I'm going to tell you something. So if you've been paying attention, we've been out there looking for potential land that we could acquire for recreation with the vans and friends and stuff. And we found one. We have been accepted with an offer.
We got a hit.
We got a hit, and we're super excited. I won't tell you all the details about it yet, because we get to meet the owner, and he has a pretty cool story on this land, and I'd rather tell the story then. But
which is still kind of unfolding.
It's still unfolding.
Yep.
So we're starting to work through the closing processes, and we're actually heading out to the coast right now to go put eyes on it for the first time. We've been by it a couple times, and it was one of the pieces of property that we didn't think we had a chance of getting, so we didn't look at it very much. But God came through for us in an amazing way, and actually for this individual, he was looking for someone just like us to bestow this honor to, and so we're really excited. So we're out ready to go see that. So that's one day. Then tomorrow we're heading out to Hood River Expo, and so we're going to hang out. If you watched the videos before this, we were on that van meetup. Several of those people are going to be at this thing. And here, if you're on the west end, this is how crazy it is. See that log truck driver? Yeah, he's just passing everyone. If you're out on the west end out here in Washington, log trucks
There's a lot
get out of their way.
Right now.
They will run you down. Anyways, so we are going to Hood River Expo. It's about a 4.5 hour drive from where we're going to be.
Rebel group.
Yep, in the Rebel group. So we're going to see a bunch of people there. We'll do a walk around at that event and kind of show you what the expo is about. That'll probably be one video for sure. Then we're going to Edgefield McMenamins, and if you've never been to a McMenamins, you're in for something because they are a really fun place. So this week coming up is our anniversary.
Do you know how many years?
And yes, 7. And someone's big one.
Did you say 40?
No. I did not. 50 right here, right?
30.
Yeah,
30. She is on towards the end is her birthday, so we're going to stay at McMenamins. That night, the next day will be our anniversary. Then we're going to get up and we're heading to the Oregon coast, and I'm hoping that we're beach camping at a spot that we're looking at, but we're kind of winging it. And then 2 days there, 2 nights there. Then we're going to go up to the Washington coast to Seabrook. We rented an Airbnb there because, once again, her birthday. So we have 2 days there, which will take you through. The town of Seabrook is really cool. And then we have another couple nights to where we might be on a river. We might go back up to the ocean spots. We're not quite sure yet, but we'll be kind of in our neck of the woods here, and so we can kind of make that our own. And then we'll be, we'll wrap up the trip, and we'll only have like maybe two-hour drive to get home. It'll be really, really nice. We're super excited about it all. And so we're going to take you with us. Probably going to be 4 or 5 videos here, so stay tuned.
Wow.
Constantly from one thing to the next thing to the next. This should be a chapter. Neighbor. And then this would be ours. But I want to go down. I'm going to just turn it around. It's a little fuller down this road than earlier. Scratchy. We had to turn around. We went by the property just because there's a gate there. And I don't have a good turnaround point, so I had to go down the road a little bit where I knew a turnaround point was. Just things. Jake, look at the quality of this gate. And the road, oh my goodness. Lord Jesus. I cannot believe how much you provide. Like, I'm almost emotional.
I'm sure it looks different when you have different eyes on.
Look at the woods.
This is very fun to dream about
Oh my goodness.
as your very own instead of someone else's.
Look at this.
Oh, and this road is good.
Look at this tree here.
I
There's a
know.
couple.
What?
A place to store stuff.
Yes. That seems pretty cute.
Yeah, so you don't have to constantly be bringing everything with you.
Yeah.
You have. Uh-oh. Hey guys. Why the camera stuck on here? OMG. that property. I'm hoping that this video is getting ready to post in this order because we are so excited. Like, we are daydreaming here of all the things that we're going to do out there.
Yeah.
And all the adventures.
You start here in
Yeah.
the daydream process. I told Sean you start top down. So
Yeah.
when you first start dreaming, you're just like, okay, it doesn't matter how much money this costs or how practical this is, but if you could just dream anything, what would you dream?
Yeah.
And then you work your way down as you continue dreaming.
As you do.
Like, what's practical? Okay, take that off the list.
It's so
But if you could do absolutely anything.
we got a pretty good idea. And we're
So we've been having fun with that.
yeah, I don't know how practical it is. But we're suckers too. We'll just like we'll pay for it, don't worry about it.
We don't always do practical things.
Yeah, it's like if it feels good.
It's more about
For
like
the people.
the memory,
Yeah.
what it could be for our loved ones,
Yeah, it really is. Like
our immediate family, but then also our chosen family.
yeah, if God provides the way, then it's like just if it costs something,
We just
okay,
wanna
just
share it.
make it happen. Yeah. That's how we feel. So it's
It's gonna be fun.
it's gonna be so fun.
We love to work.
We do. We like to
So it's
labor.
gonna be work.
So yeah, we're daydreaming,
Mm-hmm.
And
food's starting to
waiting for
spit.
food.
Steak would be so nice. With rice. It'll be for like 30 seconds.
Oh, right, gang. Well, that is gonna call it for this first video in this series here. Today was, well, it's the next morning. You know, this first trip was really to go look at that property. And I'm just so excited for what's gonna happen this next chapter for us. And really excited to bring that, document the whole thing and just kind of share what we plan on doing with the off-grid oceanfront property and how we intend to use it. Next up though, we're packing up the van and we're heading to Hood River Van Expo here. So take you with us. There's gonna be a bunch of vans out there and there's gonna be a bunch of vendors, different products that I haven't seen. I study a lot of products, so I'm kind of interested to see how people do things. Everyone has their own like little niche for their van, so I always like to see how people like to live in their van. So till next time guys, I hope we see you on the trail. Oh.
And worthy is the Lamb.
She's a lifter, folks. There's Dawn being a badass. Good thing we own a gym.
I clean this shit up.
Yeah. Rare opportunity to see Dawn in pants, too. Dawn doesn't wear work pants. She usually wears spandex
These
to
aren't
work.
my pants. I had to borrow them actually.
Whose are those?
Actually, they got donated at the gym. 3 pair of work pants. And I'm making them my own.
Yeah. Hey gang, Sean here, Sean and Dawn Ventures. I am excited today. We are heading out to work, but not work like we're normally used to. We're heading out to our new wreck property out on the coast. And if you haven't been following that, you'll have to look back. But basically we have shared wreck property with a friend, a dear family friend of ours. We went in on this property and we have big plans for it, and we're heading out this week. So let me kind of show you what we're taking out, kind of what our thoughts are, because we really don't know what we need out there. This is our first trip where we're officially the owners. So first off, it's got a lot of work to be done here. So we got our swing out, and we got a cargo holder here. We got a bunch of tools in here, pickaxe and different clippers and different tools that we think we might need out there because we're going to be building trails. But then we have the big stuff. We got the chainsaw little there. We got the little hand chainsaw here, the Makita, some extra batteries, an extra charger, chain sharpener. Here we have our Stihl combi set with some trimmers right here and then another trimmer here. I'm not quite sure if these are going to work out. But basically we have stuff for trails, and we have our power management system. So everything's off grid there. So we're going to be using our Jackery to run certain things. The Blue Yeti is going to be used to charge the Makita and hopefully keep that topped off throughout the time. And then we're actually taking a truck this trip, so we have an inverter in there, and we have a power system and battery in there, and that'll run everything in there and anything else that we might need. We do have a generator that we're not taking, but we're thinking about it later trips, for longer trips out here. We have a ladder. You'll see why that's beneficial later. Some rope. And then we have all our gear to get dirty. So here's my work pants, my chaps and stuff like that to get ready and get dirty. And so we're like really excited for this. It's our first time out. We don't quite know if this is the right setup out there. We have a ton of work to make it ready for how we want to use it later on. And it's going to take some time, but we love to work. And so this is going to be probably our new passion project as we're in and out traveling, and as seasons kind of change and stuff going on. We're just thrilled to have this opportunity, this blessing from God, and we're going to take you with us. So we'll show you how this all works out later. First step, done.
Welcome home.
Can you believe this is ours? It's amazing. So this weekend we're starting to work our way through these Salal in here. And the reason we're doing that obviously is so we can see what we have, and so we can start planning out how best to use all of this land for rec property for us and our friends and our family and our partners, friends and family. And as we said earlier, we'd like to do ideally some youth ministry out here at one point. So it's just, yeah, it's gonna be so fun. So fun. But for now, we gotta figure out how to best position the truck, because this is new for us, newness. So we'll try that. I'm gonna stop recording for now. Hello guys. Well, Sean, on down there. Our first meal at our new property.
Made a wrap.
Not that elegant, but that's because we rolled in late. And while you can hear the ocean, you can't quite see it yet. Maybe tomorrow.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, we'll see. We're gonna learn a lot tomorrow, like how much we can accomplish and how big a task this really is. We are gonna be probably humbled a little bit,
A lot.
a lot, but
But hey, I have Carhartts to wear.
she's got Carhartts to wear. We got chainsaws and gloves and hard hats.
We're gonna work.
And I think we could do a lot of damage pretty quickly to get this slough down. I mean, I think we can really push through there. We'll see. We'll take you with us for sure. Yeah, coming down.
Our nails and being careful.
Yeah, Dawn's trying to be really careful because an injury out here is not good. We got a lock gate down there and we are way out there. So I'm making my way in here and I'm trying to get to this clearing over here. That's where the ocean is. So that's where we're going. And Dawn's gonna try to work her way around the little cabin. And the cabin's not staying, by the way. Who do we have here? Dawn Mason.
Hey!
Hey,
I made it!
you made it. Yeah. Okay, now you got to help me with all this.
All right. Where you see this path, there used to be no path. It's rough. I know. It's gonna be great. It's so pretty in here. Sean says, Dawn, bring the camera, hurry. I think.
Think about it, grab my phone.
Oh, too late. But I think he may have found a view. Oh my word. Where are you? Wow.
Hi guys. This is what hard work pays for. I'm gonna admit, it's kicked our butt.
Oh my.
Good thing we own a gym.
This is why you work out, folks.
That's why you work out.
Wow, we came from way back there.
Imagine tents out there.
Tent spots. What about stairs down this gully?
Oh, this is where we're going.
Oh my
This is
gosh.
gonna be our entry.
This is totally manageable to the beach.
100%. Man, Dawn and I are just sitting here. I'm snacking on some chips, salami, and cheese. Dawn's eating the rest of the guacamole. We are just,
And some cherries.
and cherries, we are just destroyed in a good way. Oh, our bodies, we're gonna milk this for a while.
You started this morning at 7, and it's 6 now, so you almost went at that for 12 hours.
I guess that's true. And we didn't really stop. I mean,
No, we stopped at 2:30 and had a little quick bite.
but that was it.
Wow, that's why we're so tired.
Well, and
This is the best day ever.
it's a great day. We love doing it.
I don't want to go.
And now we have, we kind of reached our goal. And so that feels good. Everything else is just gravy now. But we're not going to work anymore. We're going to head home tomorrow. Today is a day of rest. So it's Sunday. And so God's day. And so we'll probably get up, watch a little YouTube, listen to a little Greg Laurie, and then pack up and go. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Because next week we are doing BDR 5 and 6 with Reese Gretchen. Morning. Man, we slept good last night. Really good spot there. So we're gonna clean up and get headed home. But I want to kind of look over the stuff again. So Dawn did an excellent job cleaning out all of this from this tree. And we're gonna let all the natural foliage grow here. But you know, this will be maybe a walking path. We'll have to see once we kind of get out here a little bit better. Maybe a walking path to what we hope to be a central gathering spot for people. So friends and family, we hope that they can come into this area. Imagine this Salal being down and have a central gathering location, which would just be amazing. Amazing. But it's kind of seeing what you got, what you have to work with here. Right? We really don't want to take down trees at all. So, but check out this view, which you've already seen. Right. Boy, you can't beat that. Beautiful.
So easy to get down to the beach? Nice.
So baby,
Yeah.
we're heading home after a first full week
Quick 24 hours, basically.
and at our properties. Quick 24 hours. And what's your thoughts?
It's, well, a lot of thoughts. I mean, it's pretty overwhelming. Just once we got started, like,
The sheer
how
magnitude.
much work. Yeah, and it's like, getting into it is like, it's like mangroves is what I feel like. It's just a nest of, like, roots, and everything's just so twisted up in there that it's so much work to clear it out. So,
It's a
but also it's so exciting just knowing that, like, it's gonna just be work for years that we love, you know?
work for years,
So-
and it's so
immediately satisfying.
immediately satisfying. And when you pull back and reveal like a beautiful old tree or something,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's just been
trees.
choked out. That is going to be so fun. Like, it's beautiful. And
I mean, how many did I uncover? Just probably 6 or 7 big ones that
Yeah.
we just pulled everything back off of, and oh, so pretty.
it's really pristine
It's
back there.
raw.
It's very raw,
Untouched by humans.
untouched for sure. And so,
At least since 1960 when they logged it.
yeah, so we are going to be coming out here a lot.
Oh man, I could stay out here all week and just
Yeah,
keep,
a lot.
tinkering.
So our hope is, like, kind of how we plan on trying to do this is during our summer season, we'll probably have, because we really like the shoulder seasons for longer travel where there's not a lot of people out and there. So during our summer season, we'll probably have once a month, 1 weekend a month where we go out and go explore in the truck somewhere with the kids, Reese and Gretchen, and maybe Mike, and like the BDR type thing. And then the rest of the weekends will likely just be out here, you know, just for a
Yeah, when the weather's nice, why wouldn't you?
Friday, Saturday, and then we'll work the land, you know, a little bit and just relax, and you know, 'cause it's going to be
Day of work, a day of rest.
day
kind of thing.
of work, day of rest. And then during the shoulder seasons, we'll also be out here a little bit, but that's where we'll probably be traveling a lot more distance. You know, the Campbell River. We're going to Alberta
Yeah,
area, then Calgary,
Calgary.
and then we're going to go to Banff in October.
yeah.
And so those are longer trips and stuff. But this is just going to be such a blessing. And then in the wintertime, when it's winter, I mean, we are in the rainforest, so we really get 2 months.
Well, the more we walk the property, like just our little land alone, I feel like we have 2 different forests. Like
Yes.
the first part of the forest is actual rainforest. It's really thick moss, just lush, dark ferns and stuff. And then as you get closer to the coast, it turns into just like coastal forest.
Coastal forest,
Where
yeah,
it's salal and just, you know, the trees that are all
correct.
broken and the standing snags and all the cedars and stuff. It's really interesting mix.
And so we
Beautiful.
we have big plans. You know, we're not developing it. We're not going to build a house or anything like that. But we want to clear it and give really good sight lines
Amazing view spot.
through the Salao and stuff. That's just, I mean, the Salao is 12 feet tall, so you just can't see anything. So getting through that,
Can now.
you can in one spot.
We got a path.
So that's our hope, right? Just amazing sight lines, and then to share it with friends and family to come out here, and maybe some
Really
van
gonna
meetups.
Yeah, it's really going to be a place of, I think, refuge.
Yes,
Like that's kind of what I keep going back to, is that it's not very far, but it's a quick refresher opportunity, you know. So just
Yeah.
like a place to get away, to clear your head, to reset your nervous system. You're not going to see anyone. You're not going to hear any noise. There's no airplanes. There's no road noise.
there's no boats.
ambient
There's
light,
no
there's
marine
no
traffic
boating,
out
so-
here.
Yeah, you're not in the shipping lanes at all. So the only thing you might see are some seals,
Yep, some eagles, some whales,
maybe a bear.
maybe a bear, whales, coyote.
So it's truly just
Could probably see a
magical.
cougar. We hope we don't see a cougar, but you
I
could.
feel like it's a place of healing, and that's what it can be for our friends and family.
Friends and family.
Memories.
Yep. And so this is a lifetime investment for us with our other family that's doing it. We're just thrilled. So we'll be out there working, and we'll take you with us as we start clearing and showing you what we see, and we're just going to keep it a magical place. Till next time, gangs, hope we see you on the trails. All right, guys, I just want to take a few minutes. I'm working on this video right now, and I realize it might be somewhat confusing for people. First off, our channel as content creators is really just a personal story for us. If you're new to our channel, you're like, what the heck is this video about? Realize we just tell our story however we want to. We're normally making a cinematic video and all over the place. But right now with our off-grid property, we are a little more scattered, not so structured in what we're filming, just because we don't know what we're doing. That said, I still want to put out these videos because it's really important for me to capture all these moments, not really for you guys, but really for us, right? We want to remember all of this. We have visions of our kids, our grandkids, our great-grandkids watching these videos and going, oh my gosh, look what my parents, my grandparents, my great-grandparents did out here, because we are transforming everything. So bear with us through this style of videos, more of a vlog and kind of cutscenes. We'll get back to that more cinematic stuff later. Remember, you can always like and subscribe to our channel if you're interested. But now to the video. I'll be back in a bit.
Oh, we could have got the drone going.
Down goes the love shack. Gang. Fix that. Sean and Don here, but his camera's all janked. Camera's all janked. I can't crash, guys. We're stopping at a light. Well, slight change of plans, gang. We're supposed to be heading to Lake Chelan right now.
To the BDR.
To the BDR 5 and 6. But we're not.
We're not.
Why?
I'm not sad.
She's not terribly sad
I'm not
because
sad about it.
instead we're going to go work on our new property that we love.
It just kind of all came together that way.
It did. I
Many
think
different
I want to say it's God's plan. So
Yep.
here's why. There's fires broken out, and so section 5, the first probably half of it, from Chelan to I can't remember where, Cooley, essentially is closed because of fires. Not all the fires in those areas are actually blocking the trails, but I think the one's called Pioneer Fire. It's within 8 miles. It's the big one. It's within 8 miles of the High Line. And I was talking to our kids, Reese and Gretchen, who work DNR and our wildland firefighters, and they said they'll usually close gates with up to 20 miles away, especially if they see it's a fast-moving fire. So all of that's closed. And for our standpoint, we've done section 1, 2, 3, and 4 complete. And we're not going to go drive 7 hours to get to the trailhead not to be able to do it complete. So that's on hold for this year. It seems kind of like poetic. So the temporary plan for that next year is that since Mike and Reese and Gretchen haven't done section 1 and 2 and 5 and 6, is that we're thinking we'll take a little bit longer trip and we'll knock out section 1 and 2, and then we'll quickly head up to via highway to the start of section 5 and 6 and complete that. Then we can all high five and say we've all officially started. That's going to be the plan for next year. But for now, the light's green, and we're going to head to our ocean property, and we're hoping to just gain just a little bit more advantage on that view. We'll take. Dawn did her first gate opening.
And I'm lock challenged.
You're locking it up, babe.
Got it.
Well, gang, how many days has we been out here? 4?
4 days ago we were here.
4 days. But I'm happy to say we are getting it down quicker now with this setup. We got down here, we're all set up. We got our kind of our working bin over there. We got our relax station. Just brought one power bank this time because the Makita and that little 6-inch chainsaw, man, it just does great. In fact, I bought a separate one for Dawn. And then we got our main chainsaw there. So it took a little bit to get our systems in place, but I feel like we got them down for just what we needed. Next week we're coming back out here, bigger work group, gonna be in the van, so we'll see how that goes. Anyhow, time to relax. Big progress here. We have made a path down. And Dawn has made a perfect little tent spot out there already. Super fun. But you gotta be careful where you walk out here, otherwise it's kind of like in a Rambo movie where you might get impaled on something. So no drunk walking here. This way.
I would say that you do need some level of
First picnic on the property.
careful.
Now, this is really the
Next level.
next level bait experience. I mean, you got to parkour it.
You're filming, carrying your food, and trying not to fall.
And impale yourself
Take pictures
in something
for the faint of heart.
terrible. But how can you not be excited about your first picnic? Oh. And Dawn cleared a beautiful little spot, pad, that we're gonna put our blanket and take this in. You know, that marine layer. Can't win them all, but you know what? Still great. Breakfast time. Look what Dawn's got us over here. She got breakfast sandwiches.
And some cherries.
And cherries. Got her toaster kicking on the jack. Little music. Awesome, awesome. Gonna get after here soon. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Well, we got the first family guest showing up on the remote property.
Welcome.
It's a fixer.
Welcome to your inheritance.
Yeah, welcome to your living trust property. Fun. What?
Get dressed.
We're already dressed. You don't see my suspenders?
Woohoo!
Get in here. We're gonna walk you through this. What do you think?
It's a fixer.
This is beautiful.
Oh, you wait till you come around the corner, Gretchen. We have not filmed a damn thing today. We worked our butts off. Reese and Gretchen are down there, superstars. They're eating burgers and just trying to recover. They're like, you remember they work in the woods, and they were like, this is pretty challenging stuff. Dawn and I had burgers too, and took bucket showers, and it's just been great how much work, how much we've done. And it's really fun working with your family out here doing this stuff, because I mean, that's who it's all for. So that's really fun too. And guys, it is 2 o'clock. Haven't been doing any filming. It's Saturday. We're about ready to stop here, about a half hour, but just getting things opened up. I cut a trail over to the far south side of our property so we can put eyes on that, because we haven't been able to see that. Gretchen and Reese, who both are professional foresters, are showing us how it's done over here. And so, yeah, it's been amazing. We're having a great time. I'm gonna let you kind of run here in the background, capture some of this beauty that we have out here. I'm resting. Dawn's still working. She's trying to uncover the old tree. It's beautiful. Yep, a lot of twisty stuff. That's the fun part of all this, is just getting down and seeing all this, all these old trees that we're gonna preserve. But we don't want to fall any of those things down. We want to kind of clear them out and accentuate them a little bit. So it's a process. That's why we're not coming in here with just an excavator. We're trying to understand what's here so that we can keep everything pristine and beautiful, but ideally park-like. So it's going to be a lot of work, a lot of work, but we like working. Plan on doing it all by hand for the most part. Check out the spot. The kids cleared out the spot a little bit more, so we're going to sit here tonight, I think, and take that all in. So here I hacked a path in to see the other side of the property, the south side of the property. We're going to actually preserve all this as well, but get it ready for tent camping and van camping. Beautiful views. We just have to clear some of the fallen timber, but outside of that, we're not going to have to take anything else, which is awesome because that's not what we want to do. So super excited about just how this property all lays out for us and how we want to be just weaving like little spots, like vignette spots for friends to bring vans, friends to bring trailers, friends to bring memories. And then we want to do some youth ministry out here. But so you see like the burl logs, I love it. So imagine these leaners have to come out, right? Everything that's kind of leaning, that's dangerous, it's already dead. But if we come through kind of around this corner, so if we come around the backside, and we're going to navigate in between all the live trees and what's there after we take the leaners. But if we kind of come here and we have a Y that stops right about here, right, for a vehicle right about here, and then we can clear out that view. They'd have an amazing view. And then if we go the opposite way, right, you'll have a Y that goes this other direction, and you could have a spot down there as well for someone to camp. Yeah, and it's just going to be epic. I kind of hacked my way. Here's that burl again over there. But I imagine right here, this standing dead, all these trees, and then we have a back end spot here to where we clear out that brush the best we can, and you'll have a southern view of the ocean. This is just, there's a bank on the other side is where it starts to fall in again, and our property line is a little bit beyond that. So yeah, you can kind of see it up here. I'm not wearing the best shoes, but you can kind of see that's where we're up on the drone up here. This is close to our property line, but we want to basically just keep all of this, right, except those standing dead ones that are just falling over, the little pecker poles, and just as safely as we can, you know, maintain our view. I mean, right here, this is where stuff has fallen in, so we might not be able to clear it up as good as we'd like, but as safely as we can, we'll work with it. And we have some pole saws, maybe we can get that down further. Well guys, we're back at the property now, but this time we got even more help. We got Jake and his kids. His wife's not here. Jake's the other owner of this property. We're all partners on it. And so now we're all, you know, since everyone that is owner of the property is here, we're making some big decisions. And that includes taking down this cabin. Take a look. We got a lot of work going on. Take a look what Jake's doing here. It's coming down, guys.
Coming down.
Jake has gotten the wild hair.
Don wants it out.
Did we take down the bug things that were inside?
Yeah.
So that thing's empty. All right. Dawn wants it
Hey,
out.
no, I don't want Lex over here right now.
Yeah, it's really dangerous spot, guys. Well, not everything goes according to plan, but it's part way down. Dawn's making dinner. Morning, gang. So it is Saturday morning.
Gang.
Cabin's still partially down. That's our job today, plus some other stuff. Last night though, Jake came back here and we had that hornet's nest, and he put on his bee suit at night and went to go take care of it. And after he started spraying on it, we think it was a dormant nest and wasn't in use, but
It sure looked terrifying.
still looked terrifying. There were actually hornets on it, but once again, I think it was from maybe last season or something like that. So that's gone, and that led us to, now we can get out to this view spot that is probably the best. And I just can't wait to show Dawn here. I came in, I did some cleaning, started taking some of these pecker poles that were dead down. I'd like to get in here again with Jake and see whether we can't clean up some of these other ones. But we'll see how we do with time today, because that'll just clear up our sight lines too. But yeah, check this out. This is going to be one of our most pristine spots. You got to come here, babe. Look that way. Keep on coming a little bit closer.
Whoa.
Kind of a fun little experiment too. We've been running the Jackery down here. It's at 13%. Not a lot of great solar in here, but a little trickle. But we had the laptop into that thing all day yesterday, so I had to work remote. And then she's run the induction for at least 30 minutes continuously, at least throughout this time, because she had to cook tacos and all that last night for everyone. And the toaster has been running 13%. It's not bad. Trying to save the house batteries, and technically we have a generator here just because we weren't sure.
Lots of power.
We have tons of options here, but it's just, yeah, it's just fun. Jake's gonna get in there, and here's the plan for this morning. Is I ripped out a lot of that roof last night. I'm ready for the ham, but my shoulder, if you remember, I don't have a really great shoulder, so that stuff is painful above. So Jake's gonna get up there, rip out the rest of the ceiling. Then we're gonna try to get that metal off, and once we have that metal off, we're gonna start cutting away the rafters with our chainsaws, and then we'll slowly just notch this thing apart. Yeah, it's just trying to find your first edge.
Yeah, I got one, but then it was already kind of fried.
Yeah, we're gonna clear all this brush. You know, all the helpful hands. How's that word go? The word go? Many hands
Many
make hands make light work.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, you can help
Helping
too.
hands.
Something like that. What do we
Grab-
think, Jake?
Go. I think we got a lot done this weekend.
I think we have. Yeah.
The two big items: bring down the love shack, kill the bees.
Kill the
Hornets.
beast. That was your two
Although
big items.
I think they were gone, but it's fine.
And then come up with a game plan, which we kind of done. I mean, kind of. Guys, an update here. So, first off, my saw. This thing fused on. I can't even open it up and turn it. I have to take it in, but that's a downside to not having a nut on it. I put some blaster in it. All of that didn't work. You got any tips on how to avoid that? And don't tell me to buy a different saw. It's a Stihl. It's just a new one. Let me know. Comment below. But so we got the Love Shack, former Love Shack down. This massive old growth stump we got out. I guess I got it out. And it was huge. I mean, there it all is. Big old stump. Section it out, cut these last little sections, then I'm going to call it a day. But this is where we're going to park next week. We're going to back straight in. We got a little bit of a fixer on the south side. Now, let's be honest, I got a fixer on the north side too. But we have this beautiful view down here. We'll go find Dawn. I haven't seen her. She's been back here tootling, opening up views. Dawn is like the ninja of this clearing. She just comes back and she just works with her pruners a little bit at a time. And the next thing you know, she's got herself almost. Hi, Dawn.
Hi.
I got the big old growth out. You're right there. Good job, babe. Look at this, guys. We created a little view spot here. Yeah. Butte. It's a butte. Ocean. Maybe take a little Salal down. Yeah. Looks great. So, Jake is done for the day. He's taking the kids down and letting them play for a bit because they've been superstars. Letting the adults get out here and do a bunch of work. But boy, look at all that opening. All of that is now open. And it's just all kinds of, 60-year-old logs down. Then all this salal and miscellaneous scrub just grown around it. Just hasn't been cared for. So we're gonna start caring for the land, and we kind of have a process. So we're gonna get our buddy out with a mini excavator, or who does a mini excavator work, kind of tell us what he thinks he could do in a day out here. Based off that, we'll decide how best to approach a day's worth of work in a mini excavator. We're going to probably get a lot of these piles moved back to a special spot where we can figure out how to process it or burn it, whatever that looks like. Processing it would be chipping it up or hauling it away. So, but we'll see. Let me go finish that last little thing, and we're going to call it a day. Oh, tired, hard getting down. Jake's down here. The old knees aren't working. Yeah. I'm just like.
I was thinking about that when I was like kneeling on that fruit bowl.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I want to go and look at that cabin down there. It's like not that far down. Was that the one that was kind of just north? Isn't that what that is right there on that outcropping? Or is it just?
Interesting. The creek I thought entered doesn't enter.
But it's right there.
Cool. All right, so a lot happened in that video. It was a two-part video. Next week, we're back out there. I can't remember if we're out there with the excavator or not, but we got a lot of stuff getting done out there. Lots of stuff happening. We're excited to share this journey with you guys. Really excited to capture it for our future family and friends to watch too. As always, at the end of our videos, I hope we see you on the trail, guys. Hey, gang. Sean and Don again. Again. You know what? I feel like it's that Dunkin' Donuts time to make the donuts commercial. I don't know if you can see back here, but we've been doing so much different type of adventures right now. We're doing our off-grid property.
It's
clearing.
not really adventure as much as
Work.
It's a work adventure.
Work sweaty. But we constantly having to take stuff out there. So like we're fully loaded back there. Back there is a water catch basin system that we're trying to use because collect rainwater. So we got a big Rubbermaid container with a big wide mouth, which will show you that stuff. That we're gonna put a screen over and bungee so we keep mosquitoes out. But that, we got a chipper back here. We got all our tools, all our gear, plus everything that we have to, you know, eat and survive off of. So it's been a lot.
This will be our
awesome, but
fourth weekend in a row.
Fourth weekend in a row.
And not just the weekend, but we're doing longer weekends
Yeah,
too. So
we're
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
taking days off from work so we can go work. You know. But we're not complaining.
We love the work, and it's going to be so worth it.
Yeah, we're not complaining at all.
Cameron said when I left, she's like, it's going to be so worth it. And I was like, for you?
Yeah, our kids are saying, go, parents, go.
It's going to be so worth it when we can come out and relax.
You guys are awesome. But this week, yeah, I have some security cameras I'm trying to set up. We want to do the water catch basin. We're going to see how this chipper goes because we now have a plan on what we're trying to do. So our other partner, Jake, he is meeting with some dirt guys who are going to be seeing what they can do out there for access to different camping spots. And once we kind of know that, we'll kind of what that looks like, I think we're ready to rock and roll. But ultimately, we'd like to kind of get all the major clearing done that we need, then start doing other work, like because we can do everything else by hand. If we had an excavator come in and just do some site prep in certain areas.
Yeah.
We want to get a shipping container delivered, but obviously we want to wait for some of the other stuff to happen. So you'll see the journey just as we do. We're not quite sure how it's all going to go, but we have a plan in place, and we'll take you with us.
We're trying to get as much done as we can before
the rain.
The weather goes bad.
Yeah, that's true.
And before it gets chilly and cold out there in the winter, so we'll see how much we can get done before.
Correct. It rains a lot out there. So once again, not complaining. We're just saying it rains a lot.
The catch basin.
Hence the catch basin.
We'll tell you how much rain we get.
Yeah, and that catch basin's to help us mitigate fires as we're,
Because we don't have any water.
Yeah, we don't have any, running water out there besides the ocean. But we want to have some small fires. We want to have some
slash burn eventually, yeah.
Or we have a process that we're trying to do with some
burn barrels.
Burn barrels, I think is the name. To where we feel like we might be able to process a lot of that dirt if we're going out there every other weekend and just burning material. So, but we need water, and so that's what the catch basin's for, and we'll see how it does. We'll take you with us. I'm coming. Dawn snuck off. We're here. Really? No beach, huh? We're super high tide. Man, look at this big ass root here.
Smells fishy.
Hey, guess what? Our footprints finally got washed away.
Footprints. I see it walking all the way up to
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to attempt to clear this spot out. So this is where that water collection basin is, and then maybe I can use these cedar tree bush here as a way to get more water with some roofing later. So I'm going to clear that out. I know what you're thinking. Am I worried about mosquitoes in this catch basin? Yes, but I have a plan.
I think that's down the road. As long as we have water, we're just gonna put out a fire. We don't care if there's mosquitoes in it.
Well, it's not perfect, but it's an attempt. That's to help have water so that we can put out a fire when we have them. Start burning stuff, like this week. Apparently I only have one GoPro battery that works, and it's on its last one here. I'm about to swap these out. So it's Friday morning, we're supposed to work. It is raining. And we're feeling tired. We'll get out there.
We're gonna work.
We are gonna work, but
we're just
feeling
not
baby.
feeling it yet.
Yeah, we're slowly getting ready
This
for it.
rainforest that we purchased in
Yeah, the rainforest that we now have.
property in.
Yeah.
I guess we can't complain.
Shocker, it's raining.
Can't complain about rain.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll get out there. We still have stuff to do. We'll see how we'll see how we do with a full day of the rain. We'll see how my rain catch basin does today too. Perfect timing.
Yeah.
See, bright side. Thanks, God. Right, after much effort, we got a fire started. So we're gonna stack material. We're gonna try to burn all that. Dawn's gonna try to stash that somewhere else because it's
Dry.
pretty dry.
Only dry.
But not
on
here.
4 acres.
I don't know where she's gonna stash it, but. Oh. Hey gang, it is, what time is it? Almost noon. So we've been out here for probably 3.5 hours, I'd say. Working pretty much in the rain. But we got a fire, got good coals going. So that's awesome. We established a spot where we're gonna dump all that charcoal at night. And here, as you can see, it's full of water. In that thing is a bunch of nails and stuff, so we want to try to contain it. I'll bring back a magnet later and try to get them all out. But that way we kind of know where they're all at. And my goal is to try to get all of that love shack separated out so it can be burned. So get it in burnable pieces, get the sheet metal off. Dawn's determined to rake this out. We still have to put together the chipper, but this is not chipping weather. So maybe tomorrow. Oh, check this out. We thought we need some water, even though we have a fire extinguisher, to quickly douse that out. We've been running that for maybe an hour. And our catch basin's over there too. We'll go look at that later. All right, guys, it is 3:30 and we have knocked out this project. So, goal, Love Shack, in burnable pieces. This is basically the burnable pieces here. We're keeping parts of the deck because we're using these as like sitting decks at certain locations. So that one's kind of janky. We might not keep that, but and then we got the 10 roof, which good to separate that. We might use that on a catch basin. We have some of the plywood, which probably just burn, but this is the main thing. Now this whole pile is clear. We work this area. We're gonna try to burn as much as we can on that solo stove this weekend. We'll see where we leave off. It'll be interesting to see. So here's the pile now. Let's see what that pile's like come Saturday night when we're finally done burning for our weekend, because Sunday we head home. All right, now what? Well, I'm trying to make an awesome coffee spot way out here where Dawn's already started hacking. But look how high the waves are right now. Anyhow, we have a great vantage point out here that we're trying to work towards, and that's what I'm going to work on right here. Dawn was over here last week. Look at that. Wow. So here's where Dawn came with the pruners last week, and I just cut a section over with the chainsaw. I'll show you right here, because that's where the other sitting spot is. So I'm going to hack at this to try to make this a little bit better with the Rogue hoe. I'll show you how it turns out here at the end. I'm not going to film it though, because I'm hot. Well, that didn't take long. It's not perfect, but we got a nice spot. Comes over here. A little log we got to take out later to this epic clearing right here. That's pretty hard to beat. I think I'm gonna hack out a little bit of this here, give ourselves a little sitting spot. Maybe we'll see what we get. All right, that's as much as I want to work. Got a little spot where maybe we could bring one of those decks out here and have a sitting spot. So look at that. I'm tired for the day. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna rest. Oh, I don't know if I recorded this already, but I'm gonna record it now. So Dawn is over here basically doing like a little workout, tossing these rocks. It's like a little kettlebell swing.
I have dug all these out of the earth as
She
well.
has.
And I don't know what to do with them, so they're gonna go back around the tree.
But we're trying to fix, like, we're getting a lot of coals here. Good coals, right? I think I already said this, but here's what we've done with them. We're putting them in this tree well, which has got a bunch of water in it already. So obviously it puts the coals right out, but it's also collecting all the metal and the nails and stuff, and I'll get the magnet later. And I put a gutter out there, which I think I might have showed you. See, I'll put that up high. You see that gutter? Well, I guess it's not a gutter. I put a roof panel out there to catch the water, but you know what I meant. Homemade gutter. Walking down to the gate, we got Derek en route.
Derek en route.
Derek en route. So, got to open up the gate for the man.
Got a visitor.
Visitor. Do we see him? Not yet. But this is our road. It's pretty bushy.
It's so pretty.
So pretty.
It's the prettiest road. I mean, seriously.
But yeah,
You are never gonna find this road.
this is our spot. Isn't that neat?
Our little patch of heaven.
Our little patch of heaven.
You know what? Some people might look at it and not see that.
We love it.
We love it.
Love it. Just been in. Hey, Derek. We would recommend going in. You'll drive. When you come around a
We're gonna
corner.
go with him. We'll ride with him. You can just pull in and I'll close the gate. Yeah, and we'll ride on the rail.
Right?
No,
Yeah.
we're camping with the girls and stuff.
We're gonna go to Allen's Bar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
we
she
don't
said.
have enough room yet for
what she
like
said.
camping out here, other than like in your vehicle camping.
All right. So here's what I'm gonna recommend. I'm gonna hop out here.
You want to drive and park it?
Nope.
All right.
There's a pull out right here on the right that I'm going to show you.
Yep.
You're going to nose into that, and then you're just
back it
going to
out.
back
Yeah,
up.
and then you'll back up to like our awning.
Hold on, let me go. Let's see here. Dawn wanted me to show you her great shower setup.
Yeah, platform. See, solid,
Solid platform.
great.
Yep. Burning off the last little bit. Oh man, morning. It is tired day. Look at all these nails in here. Yeah, so I'm gonna dump that out. I'm going to attempt to get it to going again, but everything is wet again, but I did put some dry wood over there. All right, next up, heading up the trail to put a hide key for friends and family who come out here. They'll know where the key is, they'll know the combination, they'll know what to do next. Well, we got the chippers up and running here. Derek's trying to figure out the right pieces for
That's what it's like.
it. We're getting attacked by termites.
I'm gonna steal some ibuprofen and I'm gonna go sit,
Oh yeah.
sit in the
Oh
van.
yeah, I'm gonna take some ibuprofen later too. Let's go look at the sunset though. Man, look at that. We are got a lot done today. So tired. It's our 4th week out. Got the Haida key mounted. Got 2 security cameras up and working, which nice. AT&T cellular cameras, all solar. So that's kind of nice. So we'll see what kind of animals leaving that scat there. Got our water tank in, cleaned out a bunch of other areas, took down a couple trees, cleared out that cedars that were over there that a little bit. Didn't take them down, just kind of created the sight lines because it was all falling in so that we can understand what's over there. But been really just fun. This has been more tinkering. Did the chipper, sorry, you don't know where I'm pointing, did the chipper, and that was successful. So check out this sunset. Good morning, Sunday morning, and we're just reflecting on just how much our van has turned into just a work van. It is, we use it a lot, and that's what we bought it for, to use it a lot. Check out the ash from last night though. Basically everything's gone, and we think we've probably burned about 1/3 of this material. So a couple more weekends out here, we'll get through that. We'll chip over here. Next weekend, it's Labor Day, and we're gonna be up on the Hoe, but we're gonna come here and visit with the family, show them. Jake's gonna be out here with with a friend who's got a mini excavator, and that friend might be doing some work for us. So I'm excited to kind of see what he might offer us and what that might mean for what we're going to do next. You know, we thought we should go on a morning beach walk. We haven't been out here yet. Yeah, we have an actual stream coming down here.
I can see it kind of trickling out of there somewhere.
And my guess is that's because there's a lot of clay in the front, is that clay collects the water and it funnels it all down here. But we'll have to find a spot. But I guess in a worse pinch, if we had to filter water, we could come down here. Wow, I almost had my foot totally wet right there. Yeah. And this is what it's all about. Can't wait, huh?
Can't wait.
Sean Don here. Big weekend. Big weekend.
Do you think we're gonna get much filming done?
I don't know. We're gonna see how much filming. I've been kind of sucking at filming on this property project just because I'm working so much.
Once you get started, it's just really hard.
It's really
to
hard,
get
guys. Like,
distracted.
we're trying to document this property project, off-grid property project, but you get into the work and it's hard to pick up a camera.
It's basically, we wake up in the morning, we start working, we work all day long until it's too late to work. We eat some food, we take a quick shower, we go to bed. So we forget, you know, anything other than that.
But let's talk about what's big. This is a big week. So last week, major change was happening this week. And so we're definitely documenting it, everything that we can.
Yeah.
We got an excavator coming out. One of our friends is an operator. He has his own 6-ton excavator he's bringing out. We got my son coming out. Jake is out there. And so we're planning to start laying in access, camping spots, storage spots. The first goal is to cut in a section in the back part of the property. That'll be a future spot for storage container, rain collections, overflow parking, you know, whatever, big open space that's kind of isolated from everything else. And then start creating access to different parts of the property and clearing out all the underbrush. Not taking down any live trees, just trying to take down dead trees that might be there. And then we're going to take all that down material and we're going to use, I have it back here behind the van, I got a dump trailer, and we're going to be hauling in that dump trailer back to that staging area, back and forth, so that later in the year we can process it. It's a lot. We're excited for it. We're technically exhausted. We really haven't had much time off. Not complaining, but we're pretty tired. We deal with our parents quite a bit. Not deal, take care of our parents. And my mom this week's had a hard week before.
My dad's having some issues.
Yeah,
we've been fighting a little bit of
We've been fighting a bug, but here we are. We're gonna get after this. We're gonna do our best to film it, and hopefully you like what you see here.
Trying to get lots of stuff on film.
Dawn's gonna be doing a lot of filming.
I'm not always reliable.
She's not reliable. Sometimes she turns the camera on and she thinks it's off. Well, gang, here we go. What a big day we have. First off, I'm riding in the back here of the dump trailer. Last night, we got Seth's excavator moved, but getting his trailer into position. First off, Seth is amazing with trailering. What? Yep. Sorry, Jake's asked about his trailer. Seth is amazing at trailering. Where he was moving that thing, I was just like, wow, so impressive. But here we go. right, so I didn't film this at all last night, but this truck and trailer with this excavator, which you'll see in a second, he brought it all the way down here. He almost got it backed into our friend's place, but we decided no, it's too tight, not worth it. So parked the trailer for the night on the property, and then he's gonna go turn it around, and we're gonna cut a section in on our property for him to park his trailer. That's pretty cool. So that's my first time like seeing one of these trailers last night, and just how much he can jackknife it and actually still get into the spot. Pretty neat. Now to our property. Pretty tight down there. Look at that big tree. Oh, they're so cool, trees back here. Back in,
If you guys turn around, I'll back this out because I can't get in, then you can get the excavator out. And there's kind of a perfect spot, I think, just past these first few trees, so we can kind of maintain that entrance and then open it up, and there's not too many big trees there, so
cool.
We can just leave the big ones.
Okay, awesome. You found a spot already?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
How long is this again? Okay.
So we're coming down to the turnaround spot. Now imagine doing this when it's like pitch dark out, because Seth came after sunset, and seriously, it was impressive to see him do this. He had us put a couple spot flashlights on certain points so that he could see. But yeah, he drove this rig like a champ. Pretty impressive. Yeah, this thing. These all cool as a piece of like. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. Slow going, but we're making our way.
Probably better to do it over there behind that.
Oh, gang, well, we are wrapping it up a bit early. It's only 1 o'clock on Sunday, but we've kind of done everything that we can. We got a pile here that we're hoping to burn because it's nice and open. So that's, if we can get this down, then we have more opportunities out here. We've taken down a ton of the pecker poles in there. We still have a bunch more, but it's starting to clear up. You can see your sight lines just improving throughout here with that standing dead. And then over here, right, this all comes back. Beautiful stuff. Big old pile to burn. See, if we can burn this down, then we can start pulling this back and having another pile to burn. And then we got our beautiful ocean spot. Yeah, pretty nice. Really starting to come together. So much work. It's gonna be so fun when it's just, like, we get this burn. Like, we haven't figured out how to do that yet. Like, we're way out here, and just getting the water tender and all that is a little bit of a challenge, but we'll figure it out. And once this pile's done, ooh, we can start bringing piles back here, and this could just be a burning spot until we kind of get ready for gravel, which is also another thing that we're trying to find here. Where best to get gravel.
We'll let everybody know we put out our fire.
That's right.
Well, we did. Calling it a weekend, gang. Everyone is tapped out. They all want to go home.
Hey, we were still working.
I know.
Yeah.
I thought everybody was done at 3.
Shut them down, work till sundown.
My property.
Till next time. Sorry I'm leaving. I don't want to.
Well, guys, Sean and Don here, bouncing around on our off-grid property. Road, actually. Just having a great time. It's been a great weekend. Like, part of this project has just been, we want to count every blessing just to be able to spend time with family and friends out here and just working.
A lot of it is just embracing the process.
Yeah, it really is. It's
Yeah.
like nothing really goes
happens
fast.
It's just
And
progress every time.
we had some big expectations. We got
Maybe they were a little unrealistic.
we might have got 10% of those big expectations done. But you know what? That's okay. It's like, if you don't, like, Dawn and I and Jake too, are all learning. Reese and Seth, Seth is the excavator operator.
Yeah.
They do this stuff, so they have a more realistic timeline for what things are going to take and the effort. Us, we're just like, well, maybe you could do this, and maybe this will be done today. I don't know. So it's been a lot of fun, and also just being out here with Reese has been quite a blessing, just to get your kid out here. And
Well, and he loves doing the work too, so
yeah,
it's fun.
he loves
If
to do
only
this
he was a
stuff.
little closer to us, he'd be here, I'm sure, every weekend.
Oh yeah, and so that's fun for him too. And so, and it's part of his property as well. This is family property, so love it all. And with that, gang, we're gonna get hooked up with the trailer, and we're gonna take a load to our local dump, and we're gonna call that a video. We're gonna be out. Actually, we're taking next weekend off. We're gonna actually stay in town, which we haven't done.
And by off,
before.
we mean we're going to go to our business and do
Yeah.
a bunch of work.
Yeah, we're gonna go to our
that needs
business.
to be done.
Yeah, that we haven't been doing on the weekends. So that's what we mean by off. I guess we don't really get off days very often.
No.
And then we're gonna head to see Jake. He's doing a little sermon for his church because his pastor's out of town. So they asked Jake if he would do it. So we're gonna go listen to Jake next Sunday.
Yeah, we are.
And the week after that, I guessing we're going to be out here. We haven't planned that weekend, but
I'm sure.
I'm sure it's going to be out here. And check out these old gloves. So cool. But with that, gang, we're going to call this a video. Until next time, Don and I hope we see you on the trail. Chaos. That truck's just leaving. We don't have that unloaded yet. We are off time and we got more trucks coming. I'm not sure we're going to get this done. What? Where are Sean and Don? You probably guessed it. At our property. And it's a big weekend. Don's got a little fire going. She says it's not smoky. I don't know. It's been smoking for a bit. But big weekend coming up here. Oh, look at the eagle. Sorry guys, that had to be a squirrel moment. So anyway, that eagle is close. It's a big weekend for us. We start at 8 a.m. We're starting getting gravel in here. So we're gonna have a nice pad going this direction around. This is our burn pile that we have here. So the plan this season was to get this pile down. And I'm not quite sure how yet, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. We'll chip away at it. But we're gonna get all the gravel in here. We're gonna get gravel in our staging area starting at 8 a.m. tomorrow. We got Randy Parker and his trucks coming. We got 3 trucks coming every 20 minutes. I think they have like a 90-minute round trip time. So we'll have probably 6 loads in here before 11, which is awesome. Seth's coming out with his, what's he bringing out? He's bringing out his box blade, not on his excavator though. I can't remember which he's bringing out. It's like a little Bobcat front end loader on it. So anyways, he's bringing that out and he's going to be grading this all out as we go. So we'll see how it comes along. It's going to be a big weekend for us though. Well, it's 7:10. First dump truck's supposed to be here at 8. Seth said he just turned on our main road, which is 1.5 miles, and there's a dump truck in front of him. And I say it's 7:10, and he hasn't unloaded his skid steer yet. So, if you've seen our road, only one vehicle can get down here at a time, so you can't turn around. So, here we go. It's going to be the mayhem, I think, starting. See what I mean? It's a tight road they got to come down. So that's them, guys. Slow roll coming down here. It just gets kind of bumpy at the end. These are big dump trucks coming down. They do this all the time, but still. Chaos. That truck's just leaving. We don't have that unloaded yet. We are off time and we got more trucks coming. I'm not sure we're gonna get this done. Here's Seth using his box blade. So he's trying to smooth this out for the drivers so they have a better approach. They got here early and we wanted to knock all this down for them, but because they got here 45 minutes early, which I'm not complaining about, we're scrambling a little bit. So he's got to get that little bit of cleanup and then he's got to put the bucket back on so that we can start moving rock. And the real crunch is that there's another truck about 15 or 20 minutes behind. Now I know that dump truck's gonna take about 10 minutes to get off the road. So that's our only saving grace right now, is that we know what it's gonna take. But you still see them going that way. So Seth's trying to quickly get this knocked down. Scraping as we go. He's gonna go drop his blade off. All right, got a bucket on now, box blade off. Next truck should be probably 5 to 10 minutes. So we may have caught back up, but we're still going to be scrambling all day. They're loading quite a bit. Second truck coming in now. Seth's already got this out. So we're pretty much caught up for the most part. This is really exciting, guys. Really exciting. And it's laying down well. I was a little nervous when our gravel guy was like, "You gonna do all that in this?" And I was like, "Well, I think so." But Seth got it knocked out. So that's a good feeling. Uh-oh. Rented a van to brush my teeth. Let's see where he got on this second load. Yeah. Slowly getting it feathered out. Working out well, actually. See you in the day. Wow, gang, those guys are moving quick. By 10 o'clock, 6 loads in. And I think we're probably about 3 or 4 loads shy of this first area to be done. So I'll show you kind of the plan. I'll show you the plan down here of what we're thinking we're gonna do here. So come around here. So this big pile here, this is eventually going to be storage area back here, overflow parking for our friends and guests. That's a big slash pile that we need to get rid of. And eventually we want this all to be rocked. But we're thinking about stopping the rock right about down here. So we're probably another 4 loads, maybe 5 to get to here. And then back here in this little space, we'll start doing a mini slash burn, like a 10 by 10. Pretty good canopy here. We'll just keep on pulling away from this. We'll just have to chip away at this stuff. I don't think we can do a big burn in this area. It's just too much vegetation. So I think we're just going to have to be little burns. But looking really good. Alrighty. We are 9 loads of that base. And dump truck just got stuck. I'll put that video in there. Thankfully, Seth was able to pull him out. He got stuck pretty good. He was loaded really heavy. So this is 9 loads. We've got some top coat coming. So we got 2 loads of top coat. Then we're going to reposition the van. And yeah, the van's going to come back here. That's making this happen. This is where the dump truck got stuck. So after that, they're going to back in all the way down this road. All the way down the road. And then they're going to be tucking in, dumping at this station. I'll show you a second. Let's speed this up. Then 2 loads here. And then we start loading back where that van is. And we'll show you what that looks like once we get to that point. But it is 11:41. We got 9 loads in. Feel like we can at least get another 9 loads in. And that might be enough. It's hard to say. We might need to run a little bit on Saturday too. But once again, hard to say. First load coming back here. Wow, those guys are good at driving. And that's what they do for a living. And poor Seth. These guys are hitting it hard now, and I got a sandwich for him, and he hasn't had a chance to eat it yet. And I know how it feels when you start getting hangry, so hopefully we can avoid that. Don't get hangry, Seth. All right, let's do some math update here. We have 10 loads of base, 2 loads of top coat. We're guessing we're going to need about the same of that. So close to about 9 grand probably in material today. But it's coming together, and we knew this was going to be somewhat expensive as we start working through some of these harder portions. But this will be the last thing that we do this summer season. Mind you, we didn't get the property until end of or beginning of August time frame. So we've got quite a bit done. It's now September middle of September. What is the date? Because everything's behind on my stuff, just so you guys know. It's like September 20th right now. So this will be closer to rain season, so this will be what we're done, settled with. We'll still do a bunch of work out here burning and stuff, but we'll probably have 3 more days like this as we're developing this property, where we'll probably have equal amounts of load coming out to kind of get to our vision. But check out what he has here. Man, so it's 5:18. We're working on our 20th load. And we're almost there. So Seth is just coming around, he's getting a load, dumping, oscillating a little bit, and then heading back to that pile. And he just keeps on going around the loop. Big pile. I think we got 2 more loads of that coming, and then 3 loads of top, the 1-inch mine. Oh, happy morning. Saturday. We had a full day here Friday. Burning. We have a road. Almost done. Seth doing the top coat, or doing the base coat, and we got 3 lower layers of top coat back there. The guy who did all the rock, man, his crew worked until almost 8 o'clock last night. 24 loads total, which is impressive if you knew where we were at, just because we're out in the middle of nowhere, and it's a trek to get down here. It's not just a you know, faint of heart type movement here. Also, I'm over here trying to clear this spot a little bit so that Seth can, hopefully, maybe he doesn't have his mini excavator. It's be no big deal with his mini excavator, but potentially he could push this in a little bit, and if he can, that'd be a great spot for the van to just nose right into. And then we'd have this deck right here, right at our doorstep. So that's what we're hoping we can get done. Also, Dawn's burning down here. I'm widening out our trail down there, so I've been working way down in that bottom section. Eventually we want something like some form of this, or whatever whatever is appropriate, all the way down, or where needed, because it's pretty walkable most of the spots. But I'm working on that. basically a project like this is a lot of focused tinkering. What can you do each day? How much are you getting done? Rinse and repeat. So we're getting some stuff done. All right, look at that. Use some leftover material to box this in, clean that out. This means the van can pull straight forward here. We could have a little sitting deck here. Not too bad. It's really gonna be special. It's really gonna be fun. Fun, guys. Let me show you something here. So Dawn has been, she loves this outdoor stuff. We love all these trees. She's been systematically basically clearing and cleaning up all these old trees so we can see them. They were all overgrown. She's done a bunch over there. You can kind of see. Well, next week and she's going to work on this one. So I want us to all see it now, this big standing dead. So next weekend we'll look back and say, how does this look? But essentially we're going to clear all of this out from here so that we can make that a feature. And this is where we're going to park our van, chairs, step down. Jake comes, he'll probably turn the other way so he can get his trailer right here. But this is such a dual purpose spot right now. It's going to work for both Dawn and I, and Jake and Amy and Seth and Krista. If they come out, they'll all have like a really nice spot. But eventually we want a bunch of spots just like this, which is a plan. All right, let me update you on what I've been doing down here. And this is really just to document the process, because so much happens here that you forget what it used to look like. So as we're working on our approach down, I've been widening this out here, and just so we could see our footing. Jake's worked on those stairs, but you can get down fairly easy, but there's some underground voids like down here. So I've been widening all this way down. Believe me, it was way worse. That we'll have to figure out the right way to have steps here. So that we might have some stairs right here that we pound in some pipe into the ground and run stairs down just a little bit, because you can see right here, right, it's doable for sure, but not great. And then right down here you can kind of see, let's see, turn this on, right where my thumb is. That's kind of where I've worked to. And so it's just been widening this out, cutting path, and well, let's go down so we can document it. So coming down here and then getting in to this slope here. So I've been cutting back into this slope here, trying to give ourselves a nice tread. So this is kind of where I've made it yesterday to this point. Lots of clay, so we'll have to reinforce this. Then some steps here, and I need to clear out that. But you can see how there's a ravine here, right? You see that void? So we need to stay high and just anchor treads in nicely for ourselves. But it's beautiful, and we have all the material here to really just use our fallen dead timber that we have. We have a lot of material, and this is a fun way of kind of figuring out yourself. Is like trying to repurpose everything that you have for some functional use. Lots of fun. But gonna see the path up. There's that big tree I was talking about earlier that Dawn's gonna do. Yeah, it's pretty incredible. Man, let's update you. We've just got this spot all cleaned up. We actually did some work already there. So next week Dawn will even have a easier time. Found a cool trail through there that I'm gonna widen out probably next week too. But Seth's almost done here. Come around this way. So for the van, we'll probably come right through here and just nose right in. Door would be right on that platform. Perfect, right? Take a shower out here. For the trailer, or the truck, or with the trailer when Jake comes out, they'll probably come the other way and just back their trailer in. And for my truck, I'll just back straight in because that would be my view out the back. Wow. And this is just primary spot one. We plan on having lots of those type of spots around here. So let's look. Yeah, material's almost gone. Pretty exciting. Well, we got our van out there on that epic spot. Kind of tight coming around one corner, but we make it work. Seth's wrapping up here, doing some box blading, just cleaning up the road again here. What a difference that makes. Yeah. So there he is. basically flattening out the road, regrading all the till back up, so all those dump trucks they did a number on it. So here you cleaned it up. They were all set back down again after some rain. Be good to go. Morning.
Morning.
Dawn's making coffee. Let's go take a look at everything out here. Great morning. Look at this. Hard to beat this view. So, got all our stuff ready to pack up and head home after just a great weekend. Sorry, I had to do a quick battery change there. Anyway, so we just been a great weekend. Like, this has just been a transformational type weekend. Obviously, you know, we got the road in now. We have an extra camping spot. Even though the weekend before last, when we had the excavator out here, we got a lot of work done, site prep for this. Until you kind of see some of the finished product down, you're just, yeah, it's been really good, really fun. Quite the journey to get to this point, and it went quickly, right? You see how quick this has happened, but now we're kind of in settling in mode. This is what we're going to have for the foreseeable future until we get that pile of debris burned. We'll bring in more fill here. We have a pile of debris to burn back in that other area that we have to get, and we'll bring more fill in there, and then we can start moving around in some of these areas. But we have to build an outhouse. We got tons of projects out here to do. We'll be coming out probably every weekend until we have a couple weekends away, but we'll be coming out most weekends until the end of October to try to get this place as ready as we can for the winter, mostly trying to get stuff burned. And check out the burn barrels, working out well. So complete burn. This was the Love Shack, and it's basically gone almost. So plan is we're going to be out here next weekend. We're going to get this stuff burned. We're going to start doing some more site prep out here, just doing some cleaning. I'm sure Dawn's going to clean a few trees, and we'll show you what we discover. Until next time, gang, I hope we see you on the trail. Sean and Dawn here.
Hi.
Hi.
Where's the camera?
It's right there. Hi.
There I am.
So we'll have a fun trip this trip, I hope. We're back out the off-grid property. This is the first trip. First off, the van is just loaded, and hopefully you can see all that. We have big plans this weekend, even though tomorrow is my first official remote work day out here. We finally cleared enough space and a beautiful view spot. If you watched the last video that we made out, where I have a good Starlink signal, so I'm excited to actually be able to come out here and have an ability to be out here, be out in nature in God's backyard, and actually be able to work. But also we're hoping to build our first portion of our first outhouse out here. So I'm gonna build a little deck,
Outhouse platform.
outhouse platform. So I'm gonna build a little deck, cut a hole in it. We don't necessarily need it, but our partner on this project,
Or anyone who comes to visit us
that
needs a place to build.
all needs
Without
that.
having to take a shovel into the woods.
Yeah.
Not everyone's up for that.
Not everyone's up for a shovel. So we'll see how that goes. We'll film that. Dawn's going to be doing, well, we're both going to be doing some burning. We think we're finally, this is the trip we actually finally get the Love Shack burned down.
Yeah, we have one little pile left.
Yeah, that said, it is pouring out right now, but the rest of the weekend is looking
Supposed to
good.
be decent.
And so we're just going to settle in, get unloaded for
Dude,
tonight.
So much for the awning. It's windy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See all the trees going.
We're going to get settled in for the night, probably relax, watch a little YouTube tonight, go to bed, and then
We're gonna watch The Chosen.
we are going to watch The Chosen. Yeah,
The next episode, you promised.
we did. We are going to watch The Chosen, but that's going to be back there. Yeah, for sure we're watching The Chosen. Anyways, so that's what we have going on. We'll take you with us. Wish us luck. It's hard to, people are like, oh, you're complaining. It's hard to pack up and think you have everything you need to complete a task. So I had to
We're just far enough away from home that you can't go back.
you just can't go back, right?
Stuff you forgot.
So I think I got all my carpentry stuff I need for what I'm trying to do today. We'll see, or this
And the
weekend.
van is like a workhorse right now.
It is definitely a
All it
workhorse.
does is schlep stuff back and forth to the property.
But we're so grateful we have the van and we have the opportunity for this, because it really is
It would really change things. without
such
the
a
van.
blessing. Yeah, for sure. So here we go. We're going down the road. We'll show you what it looks like. Oh, dropped it right there. Nice and wide so far. Gets a little bit bushier down in our area. So,
Pretty.
is she pretty? Well, we got a kerfuffle here. We have our first trees across the road.
That's a few.
That I'm gonna have to take care of. It's right by our property. Oh shit.
I made Jake a video. Welcome back.
I also do IT work.
Lumberjack by weekend.
Oh, that was
You're pretty soaked.
I'm pretty soaked.
Sorry about that.
It's all right.
That was fast.
I was trying to, like, no helmet, no chaps. Don't have my glasses on. It's raining and it's windy out there.
No.
As can be.
No raincoat because it's trapped in the bathroom
Yeah.
because of all this.
I'm just thankful that we had all the stuff. Well, look how close we were to our property. You'll see it right here.
Yeah.
And this just confirms what we've suspected, that we need to come out here with saws and always be ready to have that saw going.
Yeah, never leave home without a chainsaw.
Never leave home without a chainsaw. Maybe two, because we're out in Forks. Those things are heavy.
These are gonna be the
Foundation for the outhouse.
outhouse.
Yeah, it's gonna be back in there somewhere.
Back in there somewhere.
Follow me for more random things. We'll do that on Saturday.
How much do those things weigh?
I'm guessing they're heavy.
Yeah.
I'm guessing 70 pounds.
Oh wow.
I mean, they're really.
Could squat those goblet squats.
You could.
Yeah, I'm not going
We're
to.
not
but
going to, but you could.
Someone could.
All right.
Moving on.
Next drop off down here.
Next stop.
Second stop.
We call this Campsite 1. Only because when we first got the property, this was the only little spot that was cleared.
Campsite 1.
Campsite 1.
Where we're going to put most of our stuff.
That's what's left of the Love Shack update.
Yep. Got a plan for that, don't worry.
For that? You mean burning it?
No, for my saw.
Oh.
People are worried about, are you just going to leave your saw out there?
Oh, no one's worried about that.
We're going to reuse this bag
There we
over
are.
here.
We're setting up our trash bag. It's not raining too bad in here.
Not terrible.
It's kind of sprinkly. Yeah, okay.
All right, Dawn had the great idea. Better film that, 'cause I don't always say this.
You never say it. I don't think I've ever heard it.
Dawn had the great idea of bringing this old storage thing that we had at our house.
Yeah, I don't even know where that came from.
I think I had it. I just don't remember why.
I feel like maybe it was something gym related for a while.
Usually. Morning. Look at this. Look at this view that we have. Morning coffee. And I'm able to work. Just tested video conferencing. All's working good. So super stoked to have this as my remote office spot if I needed it. So we're gonna get after work now. Morning. Look at this. Look at this view that we have. Morning coffee. And I'm able to work. Just tested video conferencing. All's working good. So super stoked to have this as my remote office spot if I needed it. So we're gonna get after work now. Well, we're all settled in now after that a little adventure getting here. It was, we were always joking like, well, I wonder when that's going to happen. And basically our first trip out of semi-relaxing, it happened. So I'm glad we had the stuff, glad we got it done.
Yeah, it was fast.
But Dawn noticed, check out here. We got a new log down there.
New tree on the beach.
Yeah. It's going to be
We don't
interesting.
get a lot of trees on this little section of beach.
No, we don't. It's
That
good.
rolled up and that's nice.
It's going to be interesting here, just because we're in so many trees, and we'll have to figure out how camping out on our property in wintertime really works. We might have to be very selective on the days that we come out, but it's beautiful. It's supposed to be a great weekend.
It's
so
not windy really, so that's
no, it's windy up high here. You can see the canopy over here going.
right, but I imagine like really windy is a different
But-
story.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's not really windy. Yeah, really windy would be a different story for sure.
Yeah, nothing's really rocking and rolling.
Anyhow, we're gonna have a snack, watch a little Chosen and some YouTube here, and head to bed. And then I got a full work day. Morning. Look at this. Look at this view that we have. Morning coffee. And I'm able to work. Just tested video conferencing. All's working good. So super stoked to have this as my remote office spot if I needed it. So we're gonna get after work now. Well, look at this. Just took a quick break from work. Don's over here getting the Love Shack burned up. He's got 2 barrels going. How goes it, Donnie?
Great. I've decided to burn
He's decided to burn.
pile down.
Well, yeah. I
One
figured,
stick at a time.
I figure you're gonna get the Love Shack burned and that. I'd say yeah.
One stick at a time. So I'm just pulling branches out and then lopping them down so they fit in.
Well, I'm gonna go.
Slow going,
I'm
but-
gonna go walk to the road and see what that tree really looked like during the day. I'm taking just a quick break. So
What tree?
the tree I hacked up last night.
Oh, okay.
So
Hey, question.
yeah. Well, first off, I'm gonna say I did a pretty decent job for the conditions last night to get this tree bucked up. So I was like, tried to get as much off the road as I could, but big old tree here, and I think it just blew over. Let me see here. Yeah, I think you can see the root wad back there. Yeah, it looks like it just blew over. Massive tree, and I'm sure we're gonna have to deal with stuff like that often out here. Well, hopefully not often, but occasionally. So just having our saws ready. We did come down this road quite a bit before we bought the property, and this is actually the first dead tree we've had. Well, it's not necessarily dead, but you know what I mean. The first down tree, I guess I should say. It's not a dead tree at all. It was full of life, full of green vegetation. But so close. We're just right there where that little widening spot is, which is probably hard to see. But definitely less than 100 feet from our gate before that tree was down. Just glad we were able to get it resolved. All right, gang, it's 12:30. Decided to take my lunch break right about now. I think right here is gonna make a good spot for an outhouse. So I gotta clear back here to see whether I can make a trail right now. So I'm just gonna cut myself a little keyhole in. We'll see what happens. If not, I have another spot over here I'm looking. So just a little bit of probing, and then tomorrow I'll be working on this quite a bit. So we'll see what we find. Well, break time's over, but I think I made a pretty good dent. I think this is gonna work. So I gotta clear this up. Taking down some fallen dead here. This is all dead. Cut, I gotta clear this up. But this section in here is where I think I'm gonna build the outhouse tomorrow, platform. So I gotta clear this all out, clear out some more of that tree. And then I'm looking to do maybe an 8x4, 8x5 section right here. So I could take this out, but right here. Fun. All right, back to other work. Let me show you two great tools here that my son actually, and Jake, my partner on this property, actually kind of told me about. Rogue Hose, Pulaski, and this is one of their ultimate trail building ones. It's got a rake and a hoe, like an axe on it, and a pounder. But these things, so trail building, wildland firefighting, all that, really good tools out there. But man, you can really do a lot of clearing with them if you know how to use them. Like there's a technique for raking this, cutting the material and then go ahead and re-breaking it. My son was showing me it. I don't have that quite mastered yet, but this Pulaski, wow, I mean, look at that handle. You can generate some force. And it's great for taking out like the pokey remnants that are there. You could just chop them right in half. All right, let me explain what I'm thinking here. I'm trying to work with what I've got. So, obviously this isn't right, level and all that, but laid out like this, spread out wide enough here, about 4 feet wide, which is about right that width. Hole here, so this would be the back of the outhouse. Hole right there underneath. Door, once we eventually put a structure on it. Door here, swinging in, turning, outhouse there. That's what we're thinking. We'll see how it goes. Digging is going to be interesting tomorrow. I'm going to have to clear out a lot. It's going to be a sweaty day tomorrow. But I got a lot done today, especially for really only working like maybe 2 hours total, because I had a full work day at the office. So I came out on my lunch break and came out after work. So we'll see. You announced this yet?
Announce what?
The Love Shack.
Say goodbye, Love Shack.
Love Shack is no more. That was the
Campsite 1
structure.
return to its campsite glory.
Yep.
Very soon.
So we had 2 barrels going. Tomorrow we start with some green stuff. But, you know, just chip away at it. And it's beautiful out. Yes, Dawn got more trees uncovered too. In addition, she's been over here.
Oh, that's a lot of work over there.
She loves doing this, so she's been clearing out these trees, the bases, and then taking all the ivy off, because we don't want the ivy here. It's not good for the trees. So she's been tinkering on that all day. And as you saw, I was doing the outhouse trail all, well, part of my day. So tomorrow we're gonna shower. We're gonna take a nice warm shower outside the back of our van here. It's awesome. Get all this smoke off. And then we're gonna have some soup for dinner. Just gonna relax and watch the sun go down tonight. It's interesting, this is our first time being out here where the high tide and a low tide are both high tide. So it's like a +3 for a high tide. But so the water's been really high, but just beautiful. Beautiful and frothy. All right, gang, we're gonna get the hot water on so we can get showered here. Wow, guys, check this out. First off, Dawn's in there getting ready to make some soup. We have just showered, been just relaxing here, taking things in. But look at this view. Amazing. I'll show you my little shower setup here. So we just use this platform. Got our thing drying out there, but open up the door, stand on the platform. Easy peasy, especially when you have no neighbors. Really easy. Yep, time to eat. It's going to be a great night. Can't wait for the sunset.
Stilly.
Oh, morning, gang. Just been up for a little bit. It is, I don't know what time it is, 8:40. Getting ready to start the day. Fires went out. They didn't last. Beautiful morning though.
It feels very chilly in the morning when you get going.
Little crisp.
Then you overheat in about 10 minutes.
Yep. So we're gonna go get some fires going, figure out the activity, and hopefully I get that outhouse, or the start of our outhouse, done today. So we're gonna be doing some digging, and hopefully I picked a good spot to get deep. We'll see. We'll see what we get done. Morning, gang.
Good morning.
So Dawn has determined that this is not needed.
Well,
The old Love Shack platform, but
you can double check.
I need extra boards here. So I'm gonna repurpose it. can. Did I bring a pry? Yeah, I do have a pry. All right, decided to work a little bit smaller or smarter here. You can't see, but we're gonna use my circular saw. Because really I just want to keep this inside and keep these inside treads for trails down closer to the ocean. So all right, so hopefully you can see me, and let's just summarize here. So we're going for about a 4x8 design for an outhouse. To recap, so I'm thinking right now this is only 3 feet. So my first priority is to widen this out more here to get probably about 5x10 working area. And then right here is where I plan on digging. And this is where I think the outhouse pit will be. Toilet would be here. We'll have a door eventually on this way. Right now it's just gonna be an open platform. But I was gonna do, you know, some field piers, because to straddle the pit that I eventually dig here, I'm gonna need something to support the boards that run across, because the hole that we have to kind of open up in the decking is only going to be probably, I don't know, I'm guessing 12 by 12, maybe a little bit wider, because we're going to start with our thunder boxes, which just sit right over them, and then we'll build a platform and we'll open the whole thing up. But in the meantime, I got to create something to hold the boarding across that span. So that's why I got those other 2x6 off the old deck down there. And so my thought is I could probably block those and secure those enough to stabilize everything. But we'll see. We're going to get started by moving stuff around here and start getting things opened up a little bit more. It's going to be a sweaty day and there's no way around it. So let's get after it. So one of the things that Dawn and I are trying to do out here on this property is, you've heard us talk about how this property is a gift from God, and we want to bless others around us with what He's blessed us with. And so we don't want to get always in the mindset of work without just giving Him the glory of all of this. So we've tried to find ways of just kind of slowing down, taking our time a little bit more. We're at a stage now to where we can just kind of tinker. And we have a couple spots here, and the season's almost over for any kind of development. So we're just trying to slow down. So my goal today is try to stay just underneath that sweat stage. So just kind of keep moving. And it's humid out here, and so it's harder than you think to not sweat, just because it's so moist. We're in the rainforest, and we are right next to the ocean, so obviously that's harder. On the plus side, well, that's not a negative side. On another side, though, I think the hole I have here, I think it'll work. So I'm going to widen it, try to get really deep, and then we'll straddle this hole here across those beams, level everything out, start adding decking on, rebrace the middle, or we'll have to cut out for the thunder box. We'll have a temporary solution until we build a more permanent solution here, which would be just something that covers you, because it kind of sucks kind of doing your business in the rain. But hey, it is what it is. And then eventually we'll have a couple more of these around the property. Additionally, I found out that my partner Jake and I on this, we just got a sweet little mini Chinese excavator, which we've been kind of on the eye out for. Really great price. I can't even tell you the price, but the plan there is to use this out here. And Jake has some property he's developing, his personal stuff, to just kind of do some trail building, things like this. Like that thing can get down here and dig this hole, like no big deal. And it can, a little bit of work, it could make it down this trail, but it can clear all this out. So that's the goal of that device, and start cleaning stuff up. Anyways, more to come, gang. Well, I think that might do it. So they say an occasional use outhouse, 3 feet. That handle is slightly over 3 feet. A lot of water pooling up here. But the other thing that I'm trying to think about here is eventually we're going to probably have 3 or 4 of these around the property. So this is our first, and which means we'll get more in frequent use as we go there. So I think I'm gonna call that the hole, and I'm gonna start working on the rest of it now. All right, I actually think I'm done. Let me explain my logic here. So I've boxed in the Thunderbox because this is just temporarily. Jake, my other partner on this property, also has a Thunderbox, so we know this fits well. We have a toilet in our van and stuff, so it's not as big a deal for us, but definitely for Jake and them when they come, or if we have guests. So I boxed this in so that the Thunderbox stays secure. But you can see you got, that's over 3 feet deep. I know it's hard to tell, but eventually we're going to build a door that opens here. Let me come out this way. So eventually we're going to have a door that kind of swings in, and then you step in, and there's your toilet sitting there. So there'll be a big shelf back here where you could have like your lye and stuff. So, but I wanted to block what we see here. So this would be a bench shelf, like a bench going all the way back with your toilet. But you know, so that'll be blocking everything that you see here normally, but so we're not seeing all the stuff. I took some of the old decking we had and just repurposed that to help block this in. Anyways, I think it's good enough for who it's for, and that's for us and guests. So guess I hope you enjoy it. If you don't, I'll be sad. That'll do for now. I'll have to work on a structure, like I said in the other one, permanent box thing. I'll probably take out one of those boards once I actually build that box, but it's working out well. Next step, permanent structure. I still got to figure out how I want to do that. I mean, I know what I want to do. It's like, do we use cedar siding from here? Those type of things, you know. Framing it in's not that terribly hard. Slant roof off to the back somewhere. Actually, I don't know, everything's going to collect water. I don't know how to figure out the roof design too. Maybe I'll have it come this way. But it's going to do for now, and it works just fine, as you can see. Oh, kind of interesting trying to figure out our power management. So I'm kind of told myself I'm done for today. I got my one project done, and one of the things I'm trying to do out here at this property is, now that we got our first view spot, is really take our time to enjoy it. You know, we have plenty of other times to open up view spots for everyone to enjoy, but right now we have one, and so I try to give myself a task to do out here, and then try to relax and enjoy. So with that, we're trying to figure out generator stuff and our power consumption for just sitting here. So I got the generator going, doing a little YouTube with a beautiful view. Could be way worse. So this all washed up, big old tree here. Guess what, guys? It's Sunday, and that means it's time to head
To
home.
go home.
Start it all over again. So we got some beach cleaning done, which was nice. That was our first time we were able to really get down there and just be.
Yeah, we got like probably a third of a black trash bag.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. We
And
have
it's
a
a
little
really clean beach, but yeah, we find little microplastics and stuff.
lots of stuff to pick up, and then got all our stuff stowed. Next up for us next week is that we're on a van meetup. That door's open, babe.
Oh, it sure is.
We are on a van meetup.
In Astoria.
Astoria, and we may come here and stay Thursday night and then just shorten our drive a little bit the next day. Not quite sure yet. We're going to see how that is. If our other partner on the property is coming out, then we probably won't do that, just so we can give him some privacy. I don't know if he is or not. But until next time, guys, I hope we see you on the trail. Get ready, let's see what happens. Yep. Yep. Stop. We actually moved the shipping container.